Daily Cycles with an update on the stock market on February the 14th. So I was looking for a last breakout to the upside that could be the final top in this bull market, and the last couple of days we are starting to see that breakout. I have been advising my employer to get out of the market now in February, and actually we sold out today. Not expecting to hit the final top, but we rather be a little bit early than too late. So I think this topping formation could potentially stretch into April. I have my 4-week cycle down here, and you should focus on the green one. That one has been present for over 2 years. However, we had a period here in the rectangle where the cycle changed into this black one, but looks like it was only for a short while, and now we are back to the old cycle. So zooming out, we have my 3.5-year cycle in red and the S&P in blue, and we have my general scenario or expectation for a topping formation this winter, now that we are in this in this yellow topping phase of the cycle. And this cycle has been present for over 100 years in the S&P, and as you see, it works very good for the market. It's the most dominant cycle in the market. So it is suggesting after a top now this winter or spring, we should not expect any much upside for the next 12 to 18 months. But it doesn't mean we have to crash. Market could go more sideways. We don't know, but there's a high risk. So we have another cycle. It's the 17-week cycle, as you see here, and I think we are now approaching the final top in this bull market, a bit similar to this point over here. But as you see, we still have a couple of weeks to the cycle top. So market may top out earlier than the cycle top, but be careful getting bearish too early here. And if we zoom in a little bit, we see the cycle top is actually around mid-March. So we could have this red scenario topping out end of February and then just having a breakdown. But because we have this cycle top coming in mid-March, that could provide us some buoyancy into April, making this a bigger topping formation. If we look back to the previous bull market top, we see the top was a little bit later than the cycle top. So keep that in mind. Switching over to the S&P daily wavelets, we see this yellow one is going up and could top out, but this blue one probably has more to go. So this is just subjective considerations based on my experience. Placing this rectangle, normally I'm using it for finding market lows, but placing it here at the wavelet low, I would normally start to look for a top somewhat after this right end of the rectangle. So yeah, it could be around February the 21st, which is the date I have been suggesting, but it could be even a little bit later than that possibly, but we are getting very close in my opinion. I would probably look for some kind of a formation like this, similar to this one, or this one, or this one. So this is the 10-week oscillation that I'm looking for. You know, I had it in my first chart down here. So this is where I would look for the next major low. It could be end of March, or it could be early April. So sometime over here. So, but first we have to top out the coming couple of weeks, and then we should have a low late March, early April. And if we don't see a bearish breakdown at that low, then we could squeeze back up and continue the topping formation. So we have the VIX wavelets, and actually we had previous week a signal in the wavelet. The wavelet was turning up, but now as the VIX has dropped down, the signal is gone. So still no signal or new signal from VIX, but we do have the projection from the previous turning point. It is this projection, so still suggesting a top around February the 21st, but you know, it could be even a little bit later. But yeah, we are seeing A, B, C, and we still have a little bit to go on this last C move. Now we did get a projection, or a false projection, last week here, and it looks like this one. So this is not valid at the moment, but as soon as VIX goes back up again, this comes back in play, but maybe a little bit shifted to the right or left. But just looking at the shape, comparing the red with the scenario, it looks very nice. So it's very possible that this scenario will come back exactly as it looks like now. So this also suggests a top around next weekend. So we have the hourly data for Dow Jones Industrial, and yeah, well, I had my two general rally scenarios here in blue and green, and we were following the scenario very well into this point a week ago. So sometimes I make these very good rough expectations. So it was back here, I drew this black line like this. I said we needed to consolidate, and then we should have the next leg up, and it looked perfect 1 week ago. But you see, we just cannot break out. Market, oh, it just can't. So and this 2-week oscillation in yellow, it soon rolls over and goes down into next weekend. So why should I look for a top next weekend when the 2-week oscillation actually is going down next week? Or maybe, well, topping early next week and then going down. So so maybe, you know, sometimes I'm very lucky with these rough well, where I'm guessing the market. Many times I'm totally wrong, but you know, just speculating. Maybe we have some more upside to go, and then we make a low late next week, but we still need this last breakout for the Dow Jones. So maybe we top out at the next 2-week oscillation. That would bring us to end of February or early March. Well, February the 28th or something like that, maybe. So that's possible, possibly. Too early to exactly point out where the top will be, but we are getting close. We are getting close, and I'm not shouting out you should start shorting the market. It's too early, but it is time to get out of the markets. But it could still go on for a while before it really breaks down. This topping process can take time. See ya!